Hello everyone, Nixie here and welcome to another video. Today I've got something different to my usual Let's Play, and that would be a speedrun. I recently got into speedrunning after watching quite a number of Speed Demons Run videos on YouTube, and if you haven't watched them before, basically Speed Demons Run or Speed Demons Archive is basically a group of people that do speed runs, and they do them live, and it's to earn money for charity. And they've done Prevent Cancer, and they've done Doctors Without Borders. And it's really good to watch because you have all these different speed runners sitting there while one speed runner's doing a speed run of a game. They're all talking and interacting, and it's brilliant to watch. I'll put a few links in, and I recommend you go check them out because they're a lot of fun to watch. And it got me thinking about speed running some of my own games because it does look like a lot of fun. It's not to get popular or anything. Although I have started live streaming on Twitch, but it's not, like I said, it's not to like get popular and famous or anything like that. It's just that whole concept of speedrunning a game and improving your time each time and getting better at something, and all of that along those lines. So I decided the game I would speedrun is a game that I've been playing recently, which is Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And it's a game that I've absolutely loved. I love Banjo Kazooie, and I played the Nintendo 64 version, the original, on the Nintendo 64 way back when I was younger, and I absolutely loved it. Never completed it because I'm sure everyone's had those games when they were younger that they could never seem to complete. Like it was harder than hell to complete. It was complete chaos to try and finish the game just to get to the end boss, not to even 100% complete it. And I always had that trouble with Banjo Kazooie. I never got all that far. With the same with a lot of games actually, Diddy Kong Racing, other games like that, and it's so much fun to go back to those old games, those classics that you used to play, and then be able to fully complete them and actually see the endings and actually see the levels you never got to and the characters you never got to see, and actually get to fight the last boss and see how hard it is. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And when this game came out, I got this instantly. I was like, I have to get Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I didn't care at the time about the concept. Obviously, it's a lot different in this game because Kazooie doesn't have her moves in this. You're actually building vehicles, and yes, sadly, it does feel like it's a game that basically they just slapped the Banjo Kazooie name on, because I'm sure that the concept of this game, building your vehicles and completing challenges, could be put on any game series really, and I think it could have been its own game. Having said that though, I am really happy that they actually made another Banjo Kazooie game, and I guess in a way that the concept sort of really works for Banjo Kazooie, just because of the wacky zaniness of this game. But at the same time, it could be applied to many different series, or it could have just been made its own game and they could have focused on a traditional Banjo Kazooie. Having said that though, like I said, still love this game, and I loved it the minute I started playing it. It's a lot of fun. It's just a different take on the game. Still got your favourite characters in it. They all make a comeback from Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie. And yeah, I've really got into this game. So I decided to speedrun this because lately I was playing this a lot. Lately I've been playing this game quite a bit, and it's just because it has such a replay factor. You could just play it over and over again, and to me, I never get bored because each time you create different vehicles for the different quests or missions that you have to do in the different worlds, and it never gets boring for me. So I decided to speedrun it. And I didn't do too bad. If you can see the timer down there, I'm not sure if you can read the numbers very well. I do apologise for that. I didn't want to make it too big. As you can see, I'm limited in screen size. But I completed it in 4 hours 14 minutes, and that was my first speed run of the game, which I think I did pretty well, considering usually I go through these games very thoroughly and I take my time. I think the first time I played this I took at least 16 hours to complete it, and that's because I was taking my time making sure I got every trophy on each of the missions, as each mission is timed, and the quicker, most of the missions are timed, some have different, some of them you have to collect a certain number of things, and there's different levels. If you complete it in quick time, you get musical notes, which is basically the currency of Banjo Kazooie. You get a Jiggy, which is what you're aiming to get during the game. Those are the things you have to collect to get to the last boss. And then there's a TT trophy, or actually I'm thinking of Diddy Kong Racing there. A Trophy Thomas, Trophy Thomas trophy. Trophy Thomas is a character in the game, and when you get a Trophy Thomas trophy, that's a triple T. When you get a triple T, once you get 4 of them, you get another Jiggy. And I'm sure when I start speedrunning, because at the moment this is a very long and unskippable cutscene, which really kind of makes the first half of the speedrun a bit tedious, because I have to go through this every time. There's no way of skipping this when you start a new game. What's also quite annoying is that you can only have 1 game file on this game, whereas in the old Banjo Kazooie games you could have 3 different game files. On this one you're only allowed the 1, so you can't unless you have a different memory card. But I can't be bothered to sort of get a USB stick and configure it for Xbox. Probably then I could have 2 different games, I'm not entirely sure. But no matter how many times you play this game and complete it, you can never skip this opening cutscene. I've tried various different ways of skipping it, and it didn't work. So basically, the first 9 minutes is this unskippable cutscene. And what makes it even more annoying is there's 2 parts, 2 very small 30-second parts where you have to control Banjo, which makes it even more annoying because you can't just go away and let this run. If you heard that, that's my dishwasher. So I'm sure you didn't. But this microphone picks up the most acute noises. But yeah, so it's a full 9-minute cutscene, and you can't go off and do anything while it's running because you have to stay to do the minute 30-second character control pieces, which is rather annoying. But there you go. So basically, if you don't know what speedrunning is, and I'm sure that most people will just get the general gist of it. Basically, you're just trying to complete the game as quick as possible. There's different categories. As for instance, there's any percent, and any percent speedrun is where you just complete it as quick as you can, just in the collecting the least possible items that you need to. 100% is where you collect every single item in the game. Every single collectible item. Usually you go by what the game says you can collect. And then there's different categories as well. I'm sure there's like you can make like different challenges. So I could do a 10 Jiggy challenge where I have to get 10 Jiggies as quick as possible. At the moment I'm running any percent, because that takes long enough. You have to get 75 Jiggies. I'm quite surprised I get them in 4 hours, but I do know that I can cut that down to, I'm hoping I can cut that down to sub 3, which is basically under 3 hours, but I'm not entirely sure if that is possible yet. I've only speedrun. I've only speedrun this game. I think speedrun's the correct terminology. I'm not sure, okay, people. I'm so confused. But I speedrun. I'm gonna say speedrun. I don't care if that's wrong. I speedrun it once, and that was my first speedrun attempt. So I haven't really exactly routed out the entire game. And when I say routed, I mean which route to take as soon as I'm doing the speed run, where to go, which jiggies to get first, which vehicles to build. You can build vehicles and then load them up in any game. So I've got vehicles back to when I first played this game that I made. But I don't feel that's. I feel that's somewhat cheating, but I'm not entirely sure. Plus, it's just quicker to build the vehicle when you know what mission you have to do. It's quicker to just build the vehicle there and then instead of trying to find a save file. But then I probably having one there ready to just load up would be quicker. But at the moment I'm being a bit lazy and I can't be bothered to go through every mission and build a specific vehicle for it, because I kind of want to speedrun the game and I'm a bit impatient like that. I am really an impatient person. Like back when, I don't know if anyone, it's probably mostly for UK viewers. I'm not sure if America actually got it streamed. That is not what I wanted. I wanted it correct. If anyone remembers Robot Wars, which was freaking awesome, and it was hosted by the guy, the main guy from Red Dwarf, which again is another. That was unfortunate. That cutscene ruined me. I'm gonna have to keep. Oh, okay. I have to note that down. That ruined me right there. And basically, people from around the UK built their own robots. Then they came and had wars. They battled each other, and then at the end of the series, whoever won the Robot Wars trophy. Whose ever robot had survived all of the battles. And I'm trying to remember where I'm going with this now. I brought up Robot Wars, and oh yeah, that's right. I'm talking about how impatient I can be. And when I was younger, I was absolutely in love with Robot Wars. And there was a time when they made Robot Wars remote-controlled robots, and they were the house robots. And the house robots are basically the ones, like, I guess they're almost, if they make it obviously more interesting. They're against the people that are there to fight their robots, and they're sat in the four corners of the arena. And if one of the robots from the people battling went into the corner, then the house robots would like destroy them and like completely crush them and try and stop them from winning. And it was awesome. And when I heard that they had made, well, when I saw, as you do on TV, because that's the way adverts get children to get their parents to buy things. And when I saw the the remote control house robots, I was like, oh my god, I must have one. So I wanted Shunt, and Shunt was this really cool robot. He had a shovel at the front, and then he had a diamond picked axe, or diamond tipped axe. And he was my favourite house robot, and I really wanted him. And my granddad got me him, but sadly it was the display model because that's all I had left, and he kind of malfunctioned. He wasn't working properly, so we took him back to I think we took him back to where my granddad got him, and they said that they wouldn't have him in stock for like a couple of weeks. But they had Matilda. Matilda was a house robot that looked like a hog. She had these tusks at the front that would basically lift up they only lifted up a little bit, but they would lift up the other robot. And she had that was not what I was planning to do. She had what's it called? A spinning disc. Not a spinning disc, what is it? It's like a buzzsaw. She had a buzzsaw on her back instead of a tail. And she wasn't my favourite house robot, and to be honest, the remote control version of her was pretty terrible because the tusks moved, and she had a plastic buzzsaw, but it was in no way as awesome as Shunt with his pickaxe, and he had a pickaxe. And anyway, I was so impatient as a child that I didn't want to wait for Shunt, even though he was my favourite, and I could have got him if I'd have waited. This is not going well. This is probably not going to be my best run because I'm talking and my mind's all over the place. I'm blaming the recording. I'm not blaming you though, viewers. Don't worry, I'm not blaming you. Or am I? No, I'm not really. But I was so impatient, and I couldn't be bothered to wait 2 weeks because back then when I was a kid, 2 weeks was like an eternity. I couldn't wait 2 weeks. That's just not right. So I said, no, I want one now. I sound like such a spoiled child, I guess. I wasn't though. I was a bit of a, when I was between the ages of 8 and 10, or was it 5 and 6, something like that. I was like a real little temper tantrum beast. But the majority of my life I've been a rather good child. And anyway, I was so impatient that I asked for Matilda because I couldn't be bothered to wait. 2 weeks was like an eternity to me, and Matilda really sucked. And to this day, I regret asking just to have Matilda because honestly, I would have loved to. I wish I'd have just waited and been patient and got Shunt because I did get to play with the display model my granddad got me, and he was awesome. Even though he malfunctioned in the end, he was still awesome. And I do regret just not waiting those simple 2 weeks to get Shunt. But there you go. My brother got Sir Kill-A-Lot, and Sir Kill-A-Lot was like, he was like dressed up as a knight, and he had not like obviously a proper human knight. He had like he was like a robot knight, and he had this drill. He had a drill, like this long, elongated drill attachment, and he also had a claw, and he was awesome, and he was huge. He was much bigger than Matilda and Shunt, and I was just like so jealous of my little brother. And then eventually, when because Robot Wars, they changed their house robots after a while, and eventually they came out with some new robotic house robots, and my brother got another one which is like a bulldog. He wasn't as cool, but by that point he'd broken Circular a lot, which is, to be honest, that's not surprising, because I think me and my brother, we didn't have much appreciation when we were younger, which is not good. But there you go, that's what kids are like. Or maybe I'm just using that excuse so I don't sound like a terrible beastie. But, so yeah, that's how impatient I can be. Not anymore though, really. Not anymore. I've certainly cut. Why can't I just pick this up? It's very annoying. Okay, now you let me pick it up. So yeah, I've certainly calmed now. I'm not as impatient. I'm not really impatient at all now. I don't mind waiting. Sometimes when I really want something, I can be a bit impatient, but I think that's the same with everyone. Anyway, me aside, if you've noticed, I'm basically abusing one of the features in this game. Kazooie has lost all her moves in this game, and instead she has been given this wrench. And this wrench basically allows you, obviously allows them to build things. And I shouldn't have really done that. Usually I can get the whole thing up there, but I guess today I couldn't be bothered, or I've forgotten. And this wrench allows you to basically build things on the fly. Most of the building of the vehicles happens in Mumbo's garage, which you can access at any point in the game, except for here, because you have to go over to it. But when you're in one of the worlds, you can... garage, not garage. God, damn. Anyway, damn pronunciation, curse you! And yeah, you can pick up objects and such, and you can abuse it. As you can see, this is the flying glitch. It's not 100% perfect, and sometimes it can really play you up. Like now, this is definitely not going to be my best time, but I'm hoping to cut down on the 40 minutes, on the 30 minutes it took me to actually get all these crates. As you can see, I'm getting certain crates. This is the main world, I guess. This is the hub, and this is where... Oh, please don't. No, why? Why'd you have to be such a pain? And as you can see, these doors are not open yet, but this is how this is one of the worlds. I call this Posh Town, and the world in this through those doors in Posh Town is like really irritating, and my speed run does not include it because it's just very overcomplicated and quite hard to what's the word I'm looking for? Navigate. But yes, I've completely lost what I was going on about. Yeah, I've actually... Oh my god, my mind's gone blank. This is terrible. This is not good. See, I can't multitask. I thought I could, but apparently I can't. I need to get better at multitasking. Blech. That reminds me of The Fifth Element. If anyone's watched The Fifth Element with... what's her name? She's out of Resident Evil. I've forgotten her name, but she goes, multipass. Anyway, that was completely off topic. So this is the main world, and all of these crates have vehicle parts. And technically, this early in the game, I've literally got no jiggies yet. I'm not supposed to be able to get any of these crates, but because I'm abusing the fly-in vehicle system, or the fly-in vehicle... yeah, I can't think of the word. The wrench flying vehicle thingy majigger, which it really doesn't help you, but you saw what I've been doing it for like the past 10 minutes now. But abusing that allows me to get here very quickly, which means I have access to all of the good crates early, which means that I can complete all of the first quest very, much faster than it would if I had the regular. Now I need to turn this. Okay, there we go. Which allows me to get through all of the first quests you have to do, the early quests, much quicker. Which is very handy, because obviously time in a speedrun, every little second you can shave off counts towards you getting a better time. I don't believe this is going to be... I'm not actually going to go the full 4 hours, just to let you guys know. I don't have like time for that. I will eventually record the full 4 hour... the full 4 hour speed run, and then I will upload it. I can't sadly stream it. I've tried, and the problem is with this easy capture card, because at the moment I'm still using my easy cap, and I don't plan on getting another HD PVR or a more expensive capture card until my viewer base has increased. And I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I have to be famous to buy these things. You know, I don't appreciate the views you give me. I do, but I don't think you know, the amount of the viewership I've got at the moment, because I have to build it back up, because I've lost a lot of viewers over the, what, 1.5 years I haven't really been properly uploading. I'm very grateful for all of you who do watch my videos, very grateful indeed, and I'm going so slow I'm going to kill Banjo at this rate. But I don't want to spend £100 when I have a low viewership at the moment. It's certainly not what I want to do, especially if my viewership goes below eventually. I mean, you never know. You never know what the cards hold. Eventually someone might not like my videos at all, or a number of people might not, and they'll leave, and I've spent £100 on a capture card that is basically not useful anymore because nobody watches the videos. Obviously, that's not the case right now, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. I'm very logical with my buying. Very logical, and what's the other word I'm looking for? I guess you could say I'm a bit stingy sometimes. I certainly don't like to waste my money, but I think that's the same with everyone. Everyone has that level of stinginess. But yes, I don't want to go spending my cash willy-nilly. So, yeah, I don't know why I laughed there. That was a really awkward laugh. But yeah, I can't live stream this sadly without a HD capture card. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what am I doing? I'm all over the place. Not my best run, that's for sure. But I can't currently live stream my Xbox 360 games. As I said, this is an easy capture card, and it doesn't exactly display. The quality looks. I'm actually watching the preview as well as playing, and the quality doesn't look all that bad. But when I'm live streaming, it is incredibly pixelated, and that is unfortunate. That crate fell out, but oh well, it happens. Very pixelated, and yeah, it wasn't very viewable. And I think it's just because the capture card can't handle it or something. I don't understand. If anyone actually knows how I could fix that, that'd be great. Because right now, recording is absolutely fine. But when I'm streaming, any fast movements, like the vehicle, just this trolley driving around, it sort of goes all pixely and it has trouble catching up with it, and you see the lines. But right now, it's absolutely fine. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. If anyone does have the answer, please do tell me. But until I do figure it out, I won't be live streaming my speedrunning of this game, which is a real shame because I would love to be able to stream me speedrunning this. But for now, I'm at least grateful I can stick it up on YouTube. That's good enough for me. Unless I get copyright notices, which I wouldn't be surprised if I did, because as we all know, YouTube has become incredibly terrible because of Google. Thanks Google for ruining it, because it's not really YouTube anymore, is it? It's MoneyTube, it's advertisement tube, it's yeah, it's a get rich quick tube. Yeah. Anyway, off of Google, because I don't like Google. Google's crap. Pardon my language, but it's true. Everyone's thinking it. I just said it. I love that line. That's the best excuse ever. What? Everyone was thinking it. I just said it. So with all of the crates now collected, as I said, I'm collecting a certain amount of crates because each crate that I have collected helps me in a certain way. It gives me certain vehicle parts which I want. A lot of the crates have really terrible, not important parts that we do not need for this run, and yeah, so I haven't got them. Now I'm trying to do that was not good. That flung that crate way too far. This could shave like 30 seconds if I can get it. Sadly, some of the things that do show... Ah, no! That failed. This flying glitch is a little bit of a pain, because if you have to stay balanced on the objects that you're standing on. If you don't stay balanced, you fall off, and the whole thing goes tits up, basically, and you fall off. See, how this works is Kazooie can pick up items, and the fact you can't, if you're standing on said item, you can't pick it up because you're standing on it. But if you put another item on top of that and then you pick it up, basically it raises it in the air so that it doesn't obviously scrape along the bottom. As I'll show you here, it raises it in the air, and the game, I don't know, I guess the game just thinks that you're higher than the object, so it raises it higher, and it basically lets you fly it. I don't know the real science behind it, I'm sorry people. So I have all the required crates now, and I did not press that button. If you look on my... Oh god, I'm really stuttering today, aren't I? That's terrible. If you look on my timer, I have certain points at which I'm going to hit the timer, and these are called splits, and they basically let me see how much time I've shaved off in each section. So right now I saved 20 minutes. I saved 20 minutes collecting those crates over the last time, because last time it took me 40 minutes, which is terrible. I'm not entirely sure how many missions. I'm not going to go up to I could go up to 10 jiggies, but then 10 jiggies takes an hour, and I'm not sure if yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to go up to that many. So here I'm rearranging the crates, because the early missions basically have you using pre-selected vehicles that you can't. That's gonna. Yeah, I need to restart. It makes you use pre-selected vehicles by the game. You can't use your own vehicles for some of the early missions, but what you can do is jump out of the vehicle and you can modify it with the spanner, which is brilliant because most of these pre-selected vehicles have a lot of flaws in them. For instance, some of them make you terribly slow. Others just have stupidly gigantic bodies that scrape across the ground while you're trying to race or something, and they're just there. The body's just there to make it look good. So usually I simplify every pre-selected vehicle that I get given by the game, depending on the mission. Some missions is better to just literally use the pre-selected vehicle. Please, no. There's, as you can see there, when you try and talk to someone, sometimes Banjo decides to go back and forth over and over again, and it's a real time waster. And the only way to sort of circumvent that is to stand a little further away. But when you're in a rush like that, you sort of, it's a bit hard because you just want to talk to the person so that you don't lose your trophy. Some of the missions on this game to get the trophy, it's very... Because with the pre-selected vehicles, if you want to get the trophy, sometimes it's very nail-bitingly close to going to the jiggy. Because with the timer missions, you'll see the little arrow, and there's only so much blue space on the timer, and the blue space is when you'll get all three: trophy, jiggy, and notes. And sometimes there's only a little bit of time between the jiggy and getting the jiggy and getting the trophy as well. I hope I am making sense. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm like half concentrating on this and half concentrating on the whole talking. Half concentrating on the speedrun, half concentrating. I am sorry. I probably have to like make another one of these, and I'll go into more detail when I actually speedrun this properly with the actual game. But today I'm just randomly talking about things. So yes, as I said, I am streaming on Twitch now. Currently, I'm streaming Sly Cooper, or Sly Raccoon and the Thievius Raccoonus. But I'm guessing that in America it came out as Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, because on Twitch it says Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, and I know in Britain, because I have a British version of the game, it's Sly Raccoon. But there you go. And Sly Cooper is basically my favourite game series ever. Well, I say ever, but I've dug myself a hole here, haven't I? It's one of my most favourite game series ever. I guess it's definitely between Final Fantasy and it's like, you know, I'm going to shut up. It's one of my most favourite games ever. There we go. That's a what's the word I'm looking for? That's a good God, I've forgotten all my words now. This is terrible. I am so sorry, viewers. I'm trying to build something here, and I really need to get in the zone. I'm gonna certainly have to practice talking. Not obviously practice talking in the. See, look, I'm doing it again. Just give us 2 seconds to let me recollect myself while I build this vehicle. That there. What I'm doing here is I'm building a vehicle which I'm going to use throughout the run constantly. One that I'll just use as soon as I get into the world, because as soon as you get into the world, usually it gives you the standard vehicle, which is the trolley, and the trolley is slow as hell, and it only upgrades when you actually get upgrades. From defeating Grunty the Witch, and it can be, as I said, very frustrating to use that because it's slow. It's really, well, it's not frustrating, but it's slow, and it just takes too much time to get around. So we have to build a vehicle which is basically our all-around vehicle, a vehicle that will do everything. And this is it. And I know it doesn't look like much because I rush these vehicles. I don't have like. When you're speedrunning, every second counts, like I said earlier, so I'm like quickly trying to do this. Okay, so that failed. Tried to fly there in the all-terrain vehicle, and here's Mumbo with a giant bomb. Dun dun dun. So what was I going on about before? Where I had to recollect myself. I can't remember now. I can't remember. I do apologise. But yes, oh yeah, that's it. When I do the full speed run, I'll go into more details about the game. Because right now, I just wanted to put a video out. I want to make sure I get regular videos out. And I'm going to come up with a schedule for uploads, because I feel that's probably the best. And it'll definitely help everyone who wants to watch my videos know when I'll be uploading. I haven't got a specific road. When I do this uploading schedule, it may not have specific like games on specific days. It may just be whatever game I feel like playing. Unless somebody has a favourite, then I will make a specific day for it. But currently, right now, the Final Fantasy 12 the Final Fantasy 12 Let's Play has been put on hold. I'm sure I've said before that I'm just currently. Oh, excuse me, my throat's really dry from talking so much. But currently I'm not feeling up to I'm not up to Let's Playing Final Fantasy 12 at the moment, because as I said, it's probably the #1 game for me, and my vehicle's very weak, isn't it? Whoa! Okay, that's new. There goes my wheel again. Okay, we'll rely on the wings and the propeller to get us over to Trophy Thomas. I want to do the Final Fantasy Let's Play 12. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? I hope this is entertaining for you, because my mind's just like, yeah, it's not registering words properly today. I want to do the Final Fantasy 12 Let's Play justice, and I don't want to half-arse it. Pardon my language. So, until I feel like I'm back up to my old Let's Play mode, what's the word I'm looking for? Energy, I guess, maybe? I'm not sure how to describe it. But until I'm like prepped to do it and such, I don't want to just half-arse it and get it out there. And I know that a lot of people probably have left because I didn't continue it, and a lot of people probably you know, disheartened by me not continuing. I'm not like trying to sound arrogant there. I'm not sure how many people actually, you know, really enjoyed it so much that it sort of disheartened them for me not continuing it. But I do apologise for anyone, even if you have left and gone now. I do apologise. It's I don't know. It's just one of those games that it's a very long game, and I don't feel that the episodes, the latest episodes I've done, and probably like most of the Let's Play, I don't feel I've done the game justice, and I've done my love for that game justice. So I think I'll wait until I'm completely prepped for it, and I'll have a lot more preparation when it comes to the episodes, with such as with regards to enemies and such. I'm really stuttering. I've noticed this. I don't know if I do this often. I bet you I do. I talk way too fast. Apparently, I could. My mother says I could talk for England, which is probably true. Because once you get me on a subject that I know, I can talk forever. That's if the person's interested. Because like some people just aren't interested. And it's just like, okay, I'm wasting my time here. So I'm not going to talk. Right. Okay. And the last one is Humbaba. Is it Humbaba? Yes, it is Humbaba. Just a weird name. And I've only got 17 minutes until I'm meant to reach 10 jiggies. This definitely isn't my best run, but like I said, I just wanted to get a video out today. I don't want to not have videos. I don't want to have my channel just being empty and me not uploading videos again. So I wanted to get a video out today. And oh dear, I've just realised this vehicle is not very well prepped for pushing, which is what I have to do for this mission, is push these giant balls into the water. Hopefully that'll do! No. Disengage wings. We'll drive there instead. Get out the way, crab. Charge! Yeah. Get out the way, crab. Okay, there we go. Go. So yes. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the full speed run of this game. I'm going to see what sort of quality this video is going to come out with, because if it's not super great quality, I may not speed. Well, I don't know. I mean, the quality doesn't look too bad on the preview screen. I can see a few lines, but that's just because of the capture card, which I can't really do much about. I guess I'll do it, and if people don't like it, well, they don't have to watch it, do they, at the end of the day? But people who do want to watch it, there you go. It's, you know what, my excuse is it's early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, so my brain is still like booting, and that's kind of worrying at like 10:30 in the morning. There you go. So thank you, Humberbar. I don't know why I'm thanking you, but yeah, you should be thanking me for getting rid of those meteors. So I will eventually do the full speed run. I'm hoping it will be under. Well, I'm hoping at first to get sub 4, and then hopefully sub 3 hours 30 minutes. If I can get below 3 hours 30 minutes, I'd be very happy. But as you can tell, it's quite a long. It's still quite a long speed run. You know, that 3 hours 30 minutes is still quite a time. So I won't be doing it just yet, because I need that amount of time to actually record the whole thing, and I don't have time to do that today. Otherwise, I'd probably restart though, because this one, see, I've gone completely the wrong way. Completely the wrong way. But I'll probably restart. I would probably restart if I was doing it today. So I will do a full Let's Play. Hopefully before the new year. I'll probably do it sometime this weekend, maybe. We'll just see. But as for Dino Crisis, I do intend to make that full Let's Play, because I love that game. Again, it's one of my favourite games, and I know it can be done in like 3 hours. Like, I've completed it in 3 hours before, or close to 3 hours. So I may just do like 3 more full hour episodes. Although when I'm talking and doing a Let's Play, usually it takes a bit longer, but that's because I'm talking and such, and I'm sort of. That's why I don't want to do Final Fantasy 12 yet, because I'm sort of rusty at Let's Playing, which I hate to admit, but it's true. I'm going to be truthful and honest. And yeah, that failed. In this mission, basically you need to get this egg out of Grunty's thing, and obviously it intends for you to like chase her and shoot her, but basically what you can do is you can just jump out, go da 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 da. Thank you. Oh, I missed it! This is the first time I have never gotten it first try. Like, this has never happened to me before. But yeah, the mission, it intends for you to. Yeah, oh god, no, this is terrible. Terrible! As I said, it intends for you to get the egg out of Grunty's basket right there. And it intends for you to do a big chase. But what you can do is you can literally just do this. No! Okay, this game is against me today. Okay, it's against me. Also, I do apologise for any repeated words or sayings. I do tend to make a habit of that. I can't believe... usually I get it first try. What's this? 5th, 6th attempt? Attempt. But yeah, I do have a habit of... Oh, come on! It's doing this to me on purpose. Every other time I've managed to get it out of the thing straight away. I don't believe this! I can't... I'm not registering what's going on here. Usually I'll walk up to it and grab it. What? Did the game, like, make it heavier for some reason? I'm going to crash into Grunty and hopefully not have this trouble. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure why that happens. Usually you can get the egg out straight away, but apparently today it didn't want to because it doesn't like me. But yes, as I was saying, I'm a bit rusty. I'm trying to get back into the whole Let's Play frame of mind, because I remember doing Let's Play Final Fantasy 12 and just being able to play the game and talk without any issue. I just did it and I had no issue. I found it was very, very fluent and it was flowing and I didn't have a problem. But at the moment, I'm sure you can tell I'm sort of stuttering a bit and sort of losing my way in the game, or losing my way while talking in what I'm talking about. So that's why Final Fantasy 12 has been put on hold. I'd prefer, as I say, I want to do that game justice because it literally is a very special game to me, and I don't want to screw up the Let's Play, and that's why I'm doing other Let's Plays first, so that I can get back into the groove of Let's Playing. And hopefully you guys should see a lot more content from me over the coming months. The more I practice, the more I get used to Let's Playing again, the more content will be uploaded. So, and I do want to upload a lot of Banjo Kazooie speedrunning. With the key and knack to speedrunning from what I've seen is that constant practice. Practice makes perfect. If you're willing to practice it, then you... What's that saying? If you're willing to practice something... I'm actually going to look this up. I'm going to look this up because it's a brilliant saying. I love it. It's really good, and it's sort of basically... It basically just... it's a saying that says you can do literally anything. Where is it? Hold on guys. I do apologise for this, but I really want to say this saying. I think it's that one. Is it this one? Come on, open up. Oh, no, it can't be. It can't be that. Damn it. Curse you! No, bro. Okay. No, I can't find it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video now. Take care, and I'll see you next time.